I'm going to attempt to get the radiator on. This is the worst part of the whole thing, is to get this radiator on and off, because of that stinking hose down here, that shroud right here, that limits you from getting your hands in there like you need to. But you got to have the thing on here. See what I'm talking about? These side skirts right here really hinder you from getting stuff in here. Let me see if I can get it this way here. But it's really hard to get it in there, of course. Or get your hands in there to get the hose to fit on there. So I'm hoping, I'm going to try to do is get it in there and get the shroud on, and then try to just work in there. I'm already running into an issue here. Not too terribly bad. Like I said, these radiators here are probably a little bit better, but some of the, I don't know. I had one time on a 140 that I was putting on, and they had to manhandle it like that, and I don't know if I hit something in here, or whatever, but it put a hole in it, or either cracked or something moving it like that. So I was kind of afraid of moving the thing back and forth and causing something to hit. But I'm going to go ahead and put my 4 bolts in here that mount the shroud, and the I don't know what you call this bar here, but it holds the radiator. And 2, this bar here is very important on how your hood and stuff, your hood and grill sit. 2 here, a lot of people have this thing, if this thing here is bent outward or somebody pulled it, you know, your gap won't be right on your hood and your grill. And if somebody's pushed it back, you know, everything will be collapsing on itself. 2, and these pads under here, having these pads under here, give your radiator the right height, because your hood and all sets, the way your hood and grill sit here depends on that too. And see, this right here sets where your grill, these 3 pieces right here determine how your hood looks. Because if you look at every 140 Super 8 or anything like that, you'll see the thing looks like it'll be leaning forward, leaning back, or bowed up in the top, and it's a lot of it's because of this bar right here that holds your radiator, top of your radiator and all that. So make sure this is not bent or it's in its right place. So this one here is pretty much fine. Push it in right there and it'll fit. So, but other than that, we'll go ahead and get the, like I said, these bolts on here, this shroud and all bolted up because it fits in here between all this, and then we'll spend 20 minutes trying to get the radiator and the alternator back on, and then I'm going to probably leave I don't know. I'll go ahead and put all the sheet metal back on it, because what's visible right here will not be seen during, you know, parade. But I'm gonna go back and clean, power wash on this here, but I'm gonna let it sit for 24 hours because the stuff actually requires you to let it sit for 24 hours before you get it back hot. Now some people don't, but I do not want to pull this off ever again for a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go by the instructions, let it sit, everything looks to be tight in there, pulled together like it should be. I'm going to tighten this one bolt up here because I've got to be able to move this for my alternator bracket. But other than that, the hard part is over the radiator. But anyway, this, like I said, this is not a how-to video. It's just me doing it. And if you ever have any questions or whatever, let me know. Be glad to help, because I've done, it's the third one I've done as far as on the 140. I've done numerous ones on a C and a Super C and a Cub. Cub is a whole nother thing, but we'll get into that when we got to restore that Cub over there. But like I said, I got all my bolts, my fan tight. I've actually this is the original belt on this tractor. And back a little bit back in the video, I showed you the part number and everything on here, but still has IH and all that stamped in the belt. The belt looks good. You know, I'm gonna leave it on there. It's fine. It's not that hard to change. You just slide it over the fan blades there whenever you want to change all that, so that's not a problem later on. I see no need in changing it. So, but other than that, we'll see you in a second. Here was a bit of a problem. Had a scratch spot there, but anyway, got this tightened up, and I almost forgot to retighten that hose clamp in there. Got my belt marked really tight there. Got all this put in. Between this and this piece here sandwiching in there, like I said, it's just a pain. But I'm gonna move the light back here. You can see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get the grill on. And say everything else is done. Radiator's tightened down. All 4 bolts are tightened down. This here, once I tightened this down, it kind of shifted the radiator over, and because I had a little bit of a gap on this side, it was tight on that side, so it shifted everything like it's supposed to. But as you can see there, right where the hood cut, where they were going down the line painting, and they didn't get that there. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the grill on. These two little ones that go here on the very bottom, they like I say, you got the 4 points here, 2 on the bottom up here to hold the grill assembly on. They're kind of fun because they're blind. You got to feed them up there, and they're only just a teeny little bolt. So I'll go ahead and these hoods never fit quite 100%. I don't know why. Sometimes you have to mess with it some, get it completely. It's like that side off. All right, I apologize for the light here. I got the well, I can go ahead and cut it on here. Not to really need it, but anyway. All right, it's done. I haven't repainted the muffler there. I use a 1200 degree high heat grill paint, and it's silver, and it looks, you can see over there on the cub, it looks like what it would have looked like if it were brand new. But anyway, I got the bumper on, got the grill on, got all that adjusted, got my hood on, and you can see why you have to take everything off to get in there. Yep, I don't need this here. But there's no way, I mean, there's no way to get in there from either side. You can see the brand new pump in there, but there's no way to get in there easy without, you know, having to take all this crap off. But that's the way the later tractors are. And like I say, this is the same way over here, this 140 here, but that's it, job complete. And I just got to wait 24 hours, pour the antifreeze in it, and then pray like heck it don't leak, which it should not. So everything's tight, all my hoses are tight, all my fittings, everything's good. Pumps on there good, tight, everything's adjusted, everything. So we are good to go. I just got to put my flapper on there, rain cap, just as soon as the paint cures a little more. Just painted that because it had some rusted places up there at the top. Evidently it must have, I don't know, wind or something beating on it, but it's 1200 degree paint, so it actually holds up pretty well for a long period of time. That's what I used on that muffler there. And this one here is actually original. That's the new old stock muffler right out of the box, and with a new rain cap on it. But they're the international rain caps. I like to use them. You don't have to remember to put you a cup over it or anything like that. So, and it's just a lot of people don't like them because they rattle. But if you got them adjusted right, set, and on there tight enough, they will not rattle and cause a problem. But like I say, that's one of them things where you like it or you don't. So, but anyway, that's it. The 1979 Farmall 140, 66 701, and there's the 701 140 here. Water pump install. So, all right, well, thanks for watching. I may do this as a two-part video, but anyway, thanks for watching. And like I say, I'll have my GoPro set up for the Raleigh Christmas Parade up here on the cab, and we will see you then. All right, thanks for watching.